Arkadaşlar merhaba. Hogwarts serimize kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Yeni bir görev paketi gibi bir şey açıldı. Bilmediğimiz yerler var. 3 tane ana görev var. Canavar sınıfından başlıyoruz. Diğerlerine sonra bakarız arkadaşlar. Evet, canavarlarla ilgilenelim bakalım. Dışarıda böyle canavar pençesi işaretleri var. Sanırım böyle çeşitli yaratıklar toplayacağız. Fantastik canavarlardaki gibime geliyor. Bakalım biz bir öğrenelim de duruma göre bakacağız.
I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howin. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howin's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Oh! Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue. You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience. That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better. I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him?
De yemeği koyacağız herhalde.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast.
Şu an yaratık mı seçeceğiz?
And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Akreple kedi birleşimi.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone!
That's really not funny.
Yani tam Gryffindorlukmuş bizimki de.
Let's go.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald. The Neasels really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one. As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for
Kahkaga vardı.
correctly, which
Hipogris.
does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch
Hadi
up
bakalım.
to the other fifth years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you. Come here.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. In the forest.
Ya yine şirin hayvanlara götürme bizi.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would. I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise. Quite the weather we're having, don't you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're
Büyüler
nearly there.
kilitten.
It's just ahead. Stand back.
Hadi Hippogriff çağır. Hadi. İşte bu.
Please meet Highwing.
Çok iyi
Isn't
ya.
she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show Hippogriff
Selam
the
veriyorduk
proper
falan,
courtesy
öyle
before
yaklaşabiliyorduk.
you approach them. I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Hadi binelim artık ya. Gittiler. Tüh.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seems to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Aynen. Diğer göreve bıraktı. Aslında bir yanımda diyor. Şimdi ana görevde bu, yan göreve düştü sanırım artık. Ama bir yanım hipogrife binip gezebileceksek yapalım istiyor bu görev. Gerçi profesör de şey atacaktı bize. Mektup atacak. Bakalım. Belki ondan sonra açılır. Şimdi bir şöyle şeye bakalım. Yani bu da böyle bir hayvan vardı. Doğru. Kilit açıyormuş bu hayvan. Herhalde açmayı biz öğreneceğiz daha doğrusu. Bu neymiş? 3 süpürgeye Hogsmeade'e gideceğiz. Şunu yapalım.
Incendio.
Şu büyüleri bir düzeltelim de. Burada patlama varsa Expelliarmus var. Böyle.
Is it possible to become an
Aha, ortak salon. Görmemiştim burayı. Çok güzel ya. Burayı akşam görmek lazım. Biz yiyebiliyoruz mu? Yok, Şakir'e yok diyor. Bizi ispiyonladıydı o büyücü. Hayır.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night.
Aha, akşamları canlanıyormuş.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as
Revelio.
Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade.
Bu bir yan görev açacak bize herhalde. Hani bir toplayacağız falan böyle.
You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea.
Fantastik canavarlarda vardı böyle. Hamleni hep tahmin ediyordu geleceği gördüğü için.
The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation
bize bir şey yapamaz diye düşünüyor da.
Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Hırsak çıktı bizimki.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First,
Kapıları açacağız bunun sayesinde herhalde.
Charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Bazen bassam da algılamıyor.
Alohomora.
Ne diyor? Kilide karşılık gelen. Nereyi kastediyor acaba? Dener. Kilidi neresini kastediyor ya? Yine delik yeri göremiyorum ki. Sadece şurada bir ışık görüyoruz. Mouse'u işaret ettirebilsem keşke. Oldu. Tersi mi? Buradan aşağı mı getirecekmişiz? Her seferinde böyle mi? Yoksa farklı bir şey mi? Şimdi biri hareket ediyor. Böyle tek tek deneyeceğiz herhalde. Yani çok saçma ya.
Well done.
Maymuncuk yapsalar normal oyunlarda oluyordu.
This is a restricted area of the castle after all.
Hep bununla mı uğraşacağız ya?
Revelio.
Resmen ganimet avı ya. Seviye diyor.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hiç okuyasım yok valla. Devam.
Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled...
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Evet. Yavaşça çevireceğiz evet. Önce dışı yapalım. Ben böyle saçma kilit görmedim.
Revelio.
Yok etme büyüsü yaparım dedim de ihtiyaçlar odası dışında bir işe yaramıyordu. Bu ne işe yarıyor? Öpük atıyor da. İlginç.
Hello, Hamora.
Çık görecek bir şey ya.
Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
Görevde TP olmuyor tabii haliyle. Bunlar ne yapıyor ya?
Anyway, I had high hopes. Going to learn the Quidditch rules.
How's that? Well, all of the teamwork.
Revelio.
I wouldn't be. What trickery are you up to?
Görev iptal olmasın ya. Çok sıkıcı olduğundan çatır çutur gitmeye kalktım. Haydi ya. Sıkıcı kardeşim. Hızlı hızlı bitirmeye uğraşıyoruz işte ya.
Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Hadi be ya.
Revelio. Hello, Mr.
Yani
Moon.
şükür.
I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Oxmead, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Yani.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can...
Revelio.
Seviye seviye şeyler var. Skill'ler. İnşallah kilidin ikincisini açacağız. Yetenekle açılıyorsa eğer direkt açmaya çalışacağım. Çünkü önemli bir büyü olduğunu düşünüyorum. Burada var mıdır? Hiç görmedim ya. Nasıl kullandıkça mı level alıyor şu an bilmiyorum. Hatta videoyu bitirmeden bir bakıverelim şöyle. Gerçi üstüne gelsek şurada. Heh. Yani bir şey vermemiş kaçıncı seviye nasıl olduğuna dair. Neyse zamanla çözeriz. Bu bölümü şunu açalım. Bu arada görevi de almış bulunduk. Bir tek bu kaldı arkadaşlar. Sonrasında epeyce bir şeyler açılacak. 9 tane. Bunu işte bulmuş olduk arkadaşlar. Allah'ım orada. 2 ve 3. Bu gerçekten önemli çünkü çok mesela ihtiyaçlar odasına kazan yapacağız, iksir masaları yapacağız ve bunların kağıtlarını satın almamız gerekiyor. Baktım 3000, 2500 böyle tek kağıtlar alınıyor. 20-30 bin para. Loot yapmamız lazım. Loot yapabilmemiz için de kilitli kapıları açmamız lazım arkadaşlar. Yani bunu elimden geldiğince yapacağım ama şu şeyden korkuyorum. Mesela tıklayayım bir. Yani yerlerini gösteriyor mu bize? Hani tamam. Seçtik görevi ama heykeller. Rastgele çıkacak gibi görünüyor arkadaşlar. Oximid'de falan da çıkabilirmiş. Neyse. O zaman topladıkça biraz şans eseri olacak ama öyle yapacağız mecburen. Tamamdır. Bu bölüm bu kadar arkadaşlar. Destek olmak için videoları beğenip abone olursanız sevinirim. Sonraki videolarda görüşmek üzere.